ASMRTheChew, and I'm your girl Spirit, and today I am going to be doing a get ready with me makeup, trying to make myself look a little bit more presentable and hoping that it make me feel a little bit better than usual, than what I've been feeling in the last week or so. So we're gonna start out with I'm gonna use my L'Oreal. A lot of people ask me, Spirit, what do you use for your face? I use this L'Oreal. Got makeup all over the top. See, right here, L'Oreal. Can you see it? I'm not really set up like I'm usually set up. I just took everything and just put it in front of me. I got the camera on, a book, a brush, and some candy, and a snack can. I'm doing what I can. Okay, so yeah, I'm trying not to be too close, but I might. Let me just if I can move it back. I bet not do too much. I don't want the camera to fall, but yeah. Start off with the L'Oreal, and this is ASMR. ASMR, get ready with me makeup. You can see I use this the heck out of this. Yeah. And my face is overly dry, so we're just gonna do a good couple of dabs and rub it in while I can feel the dryness. Okay, so now that I got that moisturizer on, I'm gonna go ahead and put on this foundation. I'm supposed to be trying, excuse me if you hear my stomach growling, I'm supposed to be trying a new foundation that I bought, but I haven't done it yet. I'll do it soon. And the one that I've been using lately, in like the last 3, I think, makeups or doing makeup, is the CoverGirl Essence. Okay, it has a pump. Let me see if I can pump it on my face. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Not the neatest, but it wasn't bad to turn my mirror light on. I usually don't like to put foundation on my eyebrows, but I think I'll do that today. I think I'm just gonna like just try to cover where I can. While that's drying, I'm gonna change my blouse. It says 8Q Sportswear Fashion Wear. So I'm gonna put that on. It looks comfortable. But yeah, I was leaning over. It looked like it's two shirts and one like a pink tee and then a blouse over it. So I recently had someone leave me a comment to me. Leave me a comment, let me know they watch the makeup videos. They watch the makeup videos, but they hate the eyebrow process, so they skip past it. I wish I could say I could do that, but then if I skip past it, child, I don't know what the heck my eyebrows will look like. I done lost track of the day. I don't even know what day it is. I gotta look. I just been going and going. was a time that I was in the hospital and I was about to have surgery, and it was really scary because at the time, it was not like feasible for me to lose any more blood than I already have done. And I remember the doctor telling me to make sure that my children had the phone numbers of family members, so because they were minors, if anything was to happen, they'll have family to call and stuff like that, right? So I remember my sister, she told me on the phone, she said, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Anything happen, we gonna be there. We gonna be there for them, right? She said, I'm gonna call. We all gonna call. We're gonna check on you. Check on everything like every hour, right? So I went into surgery with ease, thinking that if anything was to happen, that my kids would be alright, because my sisters and them, my mother and them, my sisters, they're gonna call. They're gonna make sure they okay. They're gonna come get them, and if I can't be there for them anymore. So I come out of surgery. I'm out of it. Then I had to have emergency care, because you get stuff stuck in your lungs, and it get real thick and stuff like that. So it was like all in my lungs and down in my chest. So I had to go back into whatever they had to do for me. But when I came out of that, and I was able to see my kids, and I was able to communicate, I asked them, I said, y'all okay? They said yes. I said, did Dumpling call? They said no. So I asked, did Pinky call? She said no. So I asked, did Beanstalk call? She said no. So I asked, did Crackhead call? She said no. So nobody called. Nobody contacted them. And I was so surprised, but I didn't know what to think of it at the time. And when I finally got my hospital room, my bed and stuff, first person I called was the only person that I knew that had my back. I knew I could trust. I knew they loved me, and it was Dumpling. She didn't answer the phone. She didn't pick up the phone. She never called me back. Y'all, I was in that hospital for almost a month. And my kids were in the hospital every single day. They even spent the night in my room for almost a month. It was scary too, because I was sharing my breakfast, lunch, and snacks with them. I could barely eat anyway. And I had this lady that worked for me, and she wasn't anyway, she wasn't too responsible, but I asked her to just make sure she get my kids home safe and bring them to the hospital, and she did. And I think she only did that good because I paid her, she's working for me. And she drove one of my cars. I'm just thinking about how it's so messed up. It's so messed up. And I'm talking about one of the first times I was in the hospital that my kids were there with me. But I ended up in the same position in Texas too, where my kids were at the hospital for me, and thinking that my family was going to be there, and they did the same exact thing. They didn't call, they didn't contact us, and I didn't hear from them. I think when I was in that hospital, I didn't hear from them no more. When I was in Texas, I heard from them again. And once they realized that who I was in social media, then they all started contacting me. But the first time, I wasn't in social media. I was just a florist. And basically, I just didn't hear from them no more. And I just kind of said, okay, well, made excuses for them. I know they got their lives. Maybe they was busy and stuff like that. But in reality, now when I look back on things, they never once reached out. Never once. Never once. Not once. Even when they knew, they didn't give a F. They didn't give two flying. Okay? They didn't care. And I think about during the times that my children was waiting for me. My first doctor, he was so scared for me. He was so glad. This is when I had an out-of-body experience. He was so glad I woke up. He's like, you scared me so much. He said, I'm so glad you're back. My kids went through something terrible waiting for me to find out if I'm gonna still be here or not. And now I'm going through that, thinking about how my kids didn't have nobody cared, nobody reached out. And I'm talking about family wise. And that's how I feel now. They don't give a F. Thank goodness I got God and my SOLs praying for my family. It's sad when you have to come to that realization. But stuff like this help you realize the truth, of everything. Me and my kids don't have them, and they don't have us. See, the difference is back then they had me. Whenever they needed me, I would do for them. Emotionally, physically, whatever. Spiritually. I told my kids, when it's my time, make sure don't nobody in my family, nobody. The only person that come to my funeral is my Uncle Keith. That's if he's still here. And if he ain't, I only want my son, my daughter. And they're the people they love. That's it. My sister used to call me, tell me, oh, I need $50. I need gas. I would be in pain. I would stop everything I'm doing to get to Walmart to send her some money. And I would tell her, I sent her 50, but as soon as I get something extra, I'll make sure she have it. hospital. She ain't called me once. She ain't checked on me once. And then I finds out later on when she told me that she couldn't see herself consoling me, she couldn't see herself calling me, she couldn't see herself responding to see if I'm okay. She couldn't do it. She couldn't see herself doing it. And somebody in the family told me that they hate me when I talked to my sister about it and told her that's a strong word. I never had nobody in the family tell me that they hate me. Kind of find out all of them hate me. All of them, including Dumpling. The whole time she hated me. It made her sick to even talk to me, to have me around. She was just plotting. She ain't never cared nothing about me. And I'm not even mad with her no more. I'm just facing my reality. There's no point of being mad at somebody that you can't carry with you in your life. I can't carry her in my life. I can't keep believing that she love and care for me. I have to see the truth. And now that I know the truth, I'm definitely never expecting us to ever in life see each other again. I will never forgive her, ever. I'll forgive her spiritually, but you know what, actually, I'll forgive her spiritually, but I will never forget. And I will never, ever put myself in a position to believe that we family, not even friends. We ain't nothing. For years, Beanstalk and Pinky tried to tell me. But I was so nonchalant about it, I just didn't believe it. She was always trying to convince me that they was just jealous. And I was saying to myself, like, maybe they jealous because she the baby or something, but I mean, ain't too much to be jealous of for. They all in the hood. Ain't nothing to be jealous about. We all trying to survive that. And I was just thinking that because the other two was closer, maybe they just felt closer and they just treated her a certain way, you know. I don't know. But and my mom tried to convince her that they were jealous of her, but I don't believe that was it. I just believe they knew who she was, hoping that nobody ever else found out how evil she was. But I'm gonna get to the point where I don't even like really recognize them or their name or anything. I'm wiping them completely out of my life. I'll never claim them as family. I was thinking about everything that I'm going through with my daughter. The number one person I should have been able to call was Dumpling. No, God revealed exactly who they was before all of this even went down. So, you know, that's that. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to use primer, but it's okay. this foundation. It did pretty good. But make sure you use primer when you're going out. I don't know what's gonna happen through this process. I know everything's gonna be alright. I know everything's gonna be alright. Nadine's getting stronger every day. But I do know that I'm never gonna take time out my day to think about my mother and my sisters. I'm done with my mother too. I'm done with her. And she ain't even my mother. She was just a she ain't no kind of mother. Always talking about I kept food in your mouth and food over your head. Y'all head barely. We was always freaking by home by ourselves with no food. Or going to people's houses when we need help and them slamming the door in our face because of the crazy stuff she done. She was a terrible person. She always trying to make me believe that people is jealous of her. No, some effed up ish. So when she needed them, they wasn't there. They just shut the door on her effing face. And her kids. And to be honest, we all survived our mother. And now she's surviving. They evil tails. They evil. They so evil. They treat her so bad. Dumpling said she got childhood problems or whatever, right? My mother told me, don't believe her. She ain't got no child problems. Same shit she said about when it came to me and her freaking pedo brother. I don't believe my mother care about not one of her kids. She don't give a F about none of them. Me included. She don't care. She's a effed up person. It's a color in here I never really use in ColourPop. I'm gonna use that as a base. See what it does. Isn't that pretty? That's gorgeous. It got a little glitter in it too. It's real pretty. if you can make it through the toughest times in your life without the people that's supposed to love you, you'll get through anything. You can do anything. I'm still gonna use the color. I think I found a pink that I like. And Being Kind is Beautiful by Ulta Beauty and Steffi Lynn. I need a different blending brush. Yeah, I like that color. It's pretty. And then I'm gonna take that taper brush and just kind of go in the eyelid, make sure the pink is showing up good. And I kind of want to keep it soft, so yeah. Nadine bought me a black liner. Put on my eye. I cried so much I felt like my lungs were caving in, my heart was hurting, my chest was hurting. And I'm putting on makeup because I'm hoping that I could just get through one day without crying so much. That's what I'm hoping, that I could just get through this. Just taking a brush with nothing on it and kind of smoothing it out. I'm using this brown and the seductive palette that I like. It's real pretty. lashes. I gotta get some new lashes. I need them nails. I need lashes. I need nails. I need concealer. My son said, Mom, I'm going to the gym. I'm going to go take care of some things. He said, don't sit here and just be thinking. Don't sit here. Don't sit here and just be thinking. I want you to stay busy. I said, that's what I'll do. Thank God I have God. Thank God we are highly favored. Thank goodness Nadine is still here. I think my eyes like literally stuck. Okay, there you go. That wasn't too bad. This pencil will do anything. Let's see. No, they ain't gonna do nothing for me. Just putting glue on the eyelash. See, it's times like this that you need family. It's times like this that you need people that care, that support you. It's times like this. This is why God made us family. This is why God put certain people in your life. But then God takes certain people out your life that don't know how to be family. But it's times like this you don't forget. Don't ever forget. Don't ever forget about the people that has treated you bad, that has done you wrong. With the knowledge that I know now, if I knew this when I was younger, I would have made sure my kids didn't even know who none of them was. I would have never even told them I had kids. They would have found out the same way anybody else found out. But I would have never introduced them. I would have never had nothing to do with them. I probably should have just threw on a wig, but child, I put too much glue gun in my hair and I got like my edges trying to thin out on me, so I gotta get the wig a break. like sinking into like sadness. I'm just trying not to be so sad, but I am grateful, but I'm sad. I'm gonna use a little bit of this right here, this gel. What is it? Gel. It belongs to Nadine. This is the gel she used. I feel like I went too far down on my face. Someone said, how do you stay young? I'm going to be 55 years old. I am not staying young. Do you see all this gray hair? Look at all this gray hair. Look at all that gray. I'm aging. Just like you. I'm aging. But I'm happy to see myself get older. It's nice to get older because that means I can see my kids grown. Black, like dye gel. Put a little bit up here. It's time to re-dye my hair. Okay, let's take off this setting powder. Now we're gonna put on the Fit Me powder. We're gonna work on the Fit Me. Oh, it's almost gone. You can tell that I freaking love this stuff. I literally use it. Oh, I used it up. I gotta get some more. Now this is the finishing powder, right? So I'm gonna let this sit for a second while I work on my lips. Okay, so now we're gonna use this. I don't know if I want it. Let me see if I see anything else. Okay, I don't see anything else right now. So I'm thinking that the eyeshadow kind of light, so maybe go darker. But I want to either go with this one or this one. I think I'm gonna go with the darker one first. See what it look like. Oh yeah, I like that one. That is pretty. I feel like I want to put like lip gloss on it. Let me see how it will look. Ooh. I'm just using my Revlon lip gloss. Okay, girl. Now I'm just making sure that the setting powder is off. I gotta try to stay focused, y'all, because I got so much on my mind. Oh, I got so much on my mind. So I don't know if I want to cover my face. I think I do it. I don't think I want to cover my face. I wish I had some setting spray. Setting spray would be perfect right now. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Pray for my daughter Nadine. Pray for our family. I'm praying for Nadine, my SOLs. We're gonna be alright.